So I've been looking into prime numbers recently, and just generally like math and chemistry and various things. And it's just there are lots of very interesting and confusing aspects of the world we live in. So why is it that when someone starts going crazy because they think they figured out something profound, we treat them as what they're going through is totally worthless and invalid? They're having a manic episode, and they need to be drugged and suppressed. Why? Is that so hard to believe that someone just found another thing and they're really excited about it? Why is that hard to believe? I'll tell you why. It's because they're jealous. It's because they're upset. They didn't believe in themselves enough to come up with something that great. It's because they it's because you're a threat. We're that great. You think we're that great? We figured everything out. No one else figured it. No one else figures anything out. That person is a threat to their position, to their authority. I'm really upset, honestly, about what happened to me. They took me into the mental hospital. This was a while ago, but they forced me into the mental institution, drugged me, wouldn't listen to me, didn't care. Just totally like horrible treatment. And their safety. It's because they're sick, envious people. Sometimes you don't figure something out, slowly. Sometimes, you have all the pieces, and one day you just put all the pieces together and you go, holy shit, oh my fucking God. That happens. And it's not like people freak out so often. So it makes sense that on rare occasion, someone puts all the pieces together unexpectedly and they go, holy fucking shit, and they lose their minds. And then we basically just destroy them. Stupid. Oh my God, and they lose their minds. All because I was excited and they didn't understand the things I was saying. And because, I was going a little crazy because of it. But it's like, just because something is paired with something unknown is paired with something bad doesn't make the whole thing bad. And for some reason, that's how it's treated. So, and some people, that's going to be their style for whatever reason. That's going to be their style is they're smart, but they're like not aware of it or something, and then they just put things together unexpectedly. Or they're not allowed to see it or something. I went to the mental institution again, someone recently, and there was a girl there, and she was having a manic episode very similar to mine. But you're not allowed to connect with, you're not allowed to like be on her side because then you're crazy too. It's so stupid. But you can look at things like the Fibonacci numbers, and these are actually often things that people freak out about. We see things like the Fibonacci numbers and the Lucas numbers in nature, the way that the seashells spiral. We find it in the way the planets orbit, the way the planets are arranged. We find things like that in nature. Why is it so hard to believe that someone has found a connection between these numbers and culture or a religion or whatever? Why is it so hard to believe? It shouldn't be hard to believe. It should be easy to believe, actually. And we should listen to these people when they're getting excited about it. And maybe there's some utility to imagining the earth is flat. It is a little bit of a matter of perspective. You can imagine each gravitational, say you could imagine a point where the gravity switches as a crossing through a dimension. And rather than imagining things as spheres, you imagine them as planes. Planes that you travel between. Flat planes that you travel between. So, yeah. That's it. Bye bye.